This is your Weather Extreme video for Saturday, January the 28th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Wow, where has January gone? Well, we'll be into February in just a few days. Well, let's take a look at some Skycam imagery this morning. There's a look at Gadsden, and that really tells the story of patchy fog this morning around a few spots here and there, especially near river valleys or small streams, ponds, lakes, and that sort of thing. And then there's a look at Demopolis, the river running pretty high down there at Demopolis, the Tombigbee River, as we look off to the west, and of course, clear skies. A weak cold front moving through the area today will bring us some slightly colder air and dip us down to lows just at or below the freezing mark for a couple of days. But then again, it is winter after all. And of course, we've been experiencing a lot of mild weather. The reason for the cooler air, of course, is we're getting a nice northwesterly flow, bringing air straight out of western Canada all the way down into the central part of the United States. Now, that won't last long, as is typical in the southeastern U.S., so by Monday we should be recovering nicely and temperatures climbing back up. As you can see, across the western two-thirds of the country, temperatures very chilly with a lot of single-digit values in there, and even in the Rockies, a few minus values. No minus values around us, though, as we are down around the upper 30s for the most part, a few spots staying in the lower 40s just before or right at 6 a.m. this morning. QPF-wise, we do expect some rain by midweek, and it looks like the rain will be along a front, and that should bring us another round of slightly wet weather as we enter February. The morning 06Z GFS model run, and there's our trough. This is for Sunday. Today, Saturday, looks great, so here we go for Sunday. You can see the upper trough over the eastern half of the country and that nice northwesterly fetch bringing some colder air into our way. You can see the 540 line down, at least to about Coleman, so bulk of the colder air coming in on Sunday. And then, as I said, the pattern flattens quite a bit and fairly quickly. There is Monday the 30th, and boom, we've gone much flatter, which will allow us to begin the warm-up process. We stay rather flat on Tuesday, but notice now we're getting some development off to the west. We've got a little shortwave trough in the vicinity of Nebraska. We've got another one in Southern California, and a third one approaching the northwest U.S. coast. It is that third one that is probably going to dig in pretty well. As we look at Wednesday, you can see first the one that was the lead one, traversing across the Great Lakes very quickly. That one dragging a front, though, across into the Mid-South area. And that means that Wednesday we see a chance for some showers and perhaps even a thunderstorm. Now, the overall flow doesn't change a great deal, and we're somewhat southwesterly down here. And so what that means for us is that the front will lie in the area, so it means we have a continued chance for showers on Thursday. Unfortunately, as that last trough digs in and comes out of the Rockies, that means we stay in a southwesterly flow, so that means that for Friday we continue to have the possibility for showers and thunderstorms, and you can see the surface low over Georgia primarily, and that will stick around just a little bit longer as the trough really deepens and actually closes off. So you know what they say, cold core low, weatherman's woe. And certainly you can see that brings in some much colder temperatures aloft. You can see the 528 circle over the area just south of Memphis. And so we've got this nice cold core. So there's going to be a question about wintry precipitation as a possibility. But I don't think the lower parts of the atmosphere are going to be cold enough, even though the thicknesses are. But you can see that that keeps us fairly wet into Saturday. And, of course, I do believe Saturday and into Sunday we should see some improvements. And, again, I'm not suggesting that we're going to have any kind of widespread winter weather event. It's just that with that cold core, we'll have to be watching for the development of any kind of elements. Again, the lower part of the atmosphere seems to stay a little bit warmer. Now, going out into the future, the chilly look manages to stay with us. This is the forecast for the 8th of February at midday, and you can see that we still have a fairly good northwesterly flow. And that northwesterly flow, while not all the way down to the southeastern United States, is certainly bringing air from way up in Canada and up near the Arctic Circle. And that fetch continues, but the colder air not all the way down our way, but certainly at least a colder look, and we'll have to be watching for that colder air to get a little further south. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video for today on this 28th of January. I expect to have the next one posted by about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning on Sunday. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.